The U.S. Department of Defense announced late on Thursday that two Venezuelan military aircraft flew dangerously close to a U.S. Navy vessel operating in international waters. The incident, which occurred in the Caribbean Sea, has raised concerns about escalating tensions between Washington and Caracas, already strained by years of political and economic disputes. Pentagon officials confirmed that the aircraft, identified as Venezuelan fighter jets, approached within a range considered unsafe, prompting the U.S. Navy crew to increase monitoring and prepare defensive measures, though no weapons were fired and no collision occurred. According to defense officials, the U.S. vessel was conducting routine maritime security operations in accordance with international law when it was approached. The Pentagon emphasized that the ship remained entirely in international waters and did not violate Venezuelan sovereignty. The Department of Defense described the encounter as unprofessional and potentially provocative, warning that such actions could lead to unnecessary escalation in an already sensitive region. Venezuela has not yet issued an official statement, but government-linked media in Caracas have previously accused the United States of carrying out surveillance and intimidation missions near Venezuelan territory. Analysts believe that Thursday's incident may be part of a broader strategy by President Nicolas Maduro's government to project military strength at a time of mounting internal pressure. Venezuela continues to face severe economic challenges, international sanctions, and political unrest, all of which have fueled a tense relationship with Washington. The U.S. Navy has maintained a regular presence in the Caribbean, both to monitor illicit activities such as drug trafficking and to support freedom of navigation operations. These missions often draw criticism from Venezuela, which has accused Washington of attempting to destabilize the Maduro government. U.S. officials, however, insist that their operations are lawful and vital for regional security. Thursday's incident is the latest in a series of confrontations at sea and in the air that highlight the fragile state of U.S.-Venezuela relations. Military experts note that encounters of this nature, while not uncommon, are dangerous because they increase the risk of miscalculation. Even a minor error in judgment during such close-range maneuvers can result in an accident or armed confrontation. For this reason, the Pentagon has called on Venezuela to respect international norms and to avoid provocative actions that could destabilize the region. The timing of the incident is particularly significant, coming amid renewed discussions in Washington about U.S. policy toward Venezuela. While sanctions remain in place, there have been limited talks in recent months aimed at easing tensions and exploring possible areas of cooperation. This close encounter, however, may complicate diplomatic efforts and strengthen voices in Washington calling for a tougher stance against Caracas. As of Friday morning, Pentagon officials confirmed that the U.S. Navy vessel had resumed normal operations and that no crew members were harmed. Still, they emphasized that the United States will continue to assert its right to operate freely in international waters and will take all necessary steps to ensure the safety of its personnel. Whether Venezuela will escalate such encounters further remains to be seen, but the incident underscores the fragile balance between deterrence, diplomacy, and the ever-present risk of confrontation in the Caribbean.